So for today's video, we're going to be making a customized Blitzball bat, and I know I am such a boy mom because this is so random, but I really wanted to make it for some reason. I saw a photo of an ice cream cone, one of these, and it looks so cute, and I really wanted to make it, and I asked my son if he wanted it, and he said yes. So I have his permission to make this an ice cream cone. Previously, we had like this pink glitter duct tape on it, but it kept peeling off. So I don't know if it's the quality of the tape, but I don't know. The glitter tapes kind of were not good for the bat. I don't know. You know, they play with this so roughly, right? And they fling it, it's in the grass and all that stuff. If you don't know what a Blitzball bat is or what Blitzball is, it's just a plastic bat and it comes with the ball. I'll just insert a photo so I don't have to go upstairs, but it's like a yellow ball. I mean, there's other colors too, but mostly yellow, like a fluorescent yellow ball. It has like kind of all these like flat surfaces on it. And when you hit it with this, it can go really far, but at the same time, it's a wiffle ball kind of thing. So it's pretty safe to play with and kids love it. I mean, not just boys, all kids love it. I feel like every time we're at the park and we're just hanging out, if we take this out of the car, we're like guaranteed to have to stay at the park for like another hour because the kids keep playing with it. And sometimes that's good and sometimes bad. But yeah, they all love it and it's pretty fun. We've been playing it too. So the things you will need, of course, are the bat. You need some fun duct tape. And I got the wide ones just because it seems like a little bit easier to wrap. The photo that I saw, they used like a skinnier one, and maybe that's better for details. I don't know. We will see. But I found the perfect like Neapolitan colored duct tapes, and hopefully these work good. These are not like duct tape, but for this purpose, I don't think you have to have name brand one. And I have like fat rolls, so if I have to do it again or, you know, whatever, I do another bat, it's fine. Scissors and some alcohol wipes or pads. So first thing I'm going to do is clean the bat because this is not a brand new bat. And even if you do have a brand new bat, you should probably wipe it down with alcohol anyways, in case it has some kind of like, you know, film on it from production. Any dirt will kind of make the tape not stick as well. Maybe that's where I went wrong the first time because they played with it first and then I put the tape on. So we'll see. And then you have to let this dry. So while this is drying, I'm just going to open my tapes up. I got all of these off of Amazon. I have not used them yet. As you can see, they're all brand new. But I'll let you guys know in the description if I really don't like this tape or not. But this is made by a GTSE brand. I think it was just called Brown. This one is made by, I can't read it, but I will link it all down below. But this is just a 2.36 inch wide tape. They're all the same. Well, this one's actually fatter. These are probably 2 inches. 2 inches? Yeah, 2 inches heavy duty tape. This one says it's waterproof, strong adhesive duct tape for indoor, outdoor. So, you know, hopefully it stays on. So the trickiest parts of doing this is the knob and the top. And it will look definitely a lot better if you cover the whole thing. So I think I'm going to cut off a piece. This might be a little trial and error-ish. Sorry. So you see over here, I'm just going to maybe I'll do 2 pieces and kind of wrap it. Oh, I should have made it longer, but I think that'll actually work. So it's kind of good because I did do this before with the other tape, so I kind of know how it will work. But duct tape is this kind of duct tape is a lot more flexible than the glitter one I was using, so I think this is better. Maybe I'll just do 1 piece at a time. It's gonna kind of fold it down, trying to make it as smooth as possible. Okay, can you see that? kind of just smooth it down. So I put it on like that first, then kind of fold it over. Okay, and if it's like hanging off the edge, I don't want that. I'm just going to trim that off. We don't need it to be bulky over here. Now I'm cutting another piece, maybe like, gosh, 6 inches wide. And we're just gonna see how it looks. Maybe a 3 or 4 inch long piece is better for this part, because we do want to fold it over and we want it, you know, as neat as possible. And try not to get like any little holes in it. It is going to probably be in the grass and dirt, so you want to kind of make sure everything's covered. There's no like sticky adhesive anywhere. Okay, so that looks actually pretty good. What do you guys think? Pretty smooth. Because I went around with the other side of the tape, you kind of cover the wrinkles. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so in my opinion, it's hard to do one long tape. It's better to work in long sections, but not like just get your tape and start wrapping it, because of the way it is angled. I don't know, it's a little more difficult than you think. So just gonna start over here. This is straight across. I just want to angle it just a tiny bit. That's too much. Make sure you're at a good spot. Oh, and don't let your tape touch. Okay. See, it wants to, it doesn't want to angle this way. It wants to go up because it's angled. It would be nice if it was just one long piece and it was like a regular back grip, but also you might want to think about how much cone, how much ice cream, and how much pink topping you want on your bat. I'm thinking we want the cone to here. Maybe you should mark it. Let's put this down. Okay, I have a little Sharpie. We're going to cover the bat, so it doesn't matter if we see this knot. So I want pink to here, white, actually more pink. Yeah, maybe pink to here, because I am going to put sprinkles and stuff, so I want it to look cute. Maybe brown to here, kind of like the whole handle part. Maybe at a stronger angle. I'll use less pieces. No. Okay, that's looking pretty good and even, if you can see the spacings of the tape. Okay, so the line I wanted is right there. And blue is starting to show right here. So I do want to kind of angle it a little bit more, less, so that the blue doesn't show. So starting from the highest part that blue is showing, we're going to angle it a little less. Okay, well, we'll just start from here with the white. Okay, so now we're going to do the white. This tape is even fatter than the brown. My thinking is I'm going to wrap it, but to make it flat right here, I'm going to add a little piece. Should I do it first? I'll do it at the end. But yeah, so don't worry too much that it's going to be angled or look weird. We're going to add another piece right here. So I can kind of start here, I think. Okay. I guess because it's wider, we have to do it at a less of an angle. So right off the bat, no pun intended, but I think I like this tape better because if you can see, it looks smoother, whereas this white one, maybe just because it's white, it has more of a texture that you can see. So we may have to do multiple layers so that it doesn't look bluish underneath. It's also because the angle or the fatness of the bat is different from the handle. So we do have to just do some trial and error here. Okay, so I see blue here, so I'm going to start from here. Sorry, I'm just so picky about it showing blue. I know, like, if anyone else did it, they probably wouldn't even, or when people look at it, they probably won't even notice. But for me, I don't know, because I do crafts, I'm like, I need it to look good. I guess I covered the line, so I will cut this off right here. See, for me, I just don't want that, but we can actually cut it. So I just want to cut it at a slight angle. I think that's good enough. Don't want to be too obsessive over a bat, right? Press everything down nicely. Now I'm going to do the pink. So the pink, I think these two are the same brand, just different widths. So I think the pink is going to have some texture too. Definitely get this one. Oh yeah, it's just brown, color brown. Okay, so for this one, we're going to have to do the top, just like we did the handle. Let's do that first. See, one piece wouldn't be able to cover it. You have to do two pieces. There is a line right here. I guess we'll just kind of work with that. So just kind of fold it down so it's going to crease just because it's a flat thing going over a rounded thing, but just try to minimize it. A lot of little creases are probably better than like one fat one. And just cut off any excess that you don't need. Yeah, this one is just really super sticky. I mean, it is duct tape, but it feels like the gray one, you know, the typical duct. Whereas this one is slightly more like clear packing tape-ish, but not just how it goes on. But it's still very sticky and I guess bendable. Okay. So overlap it a little. And then cut off the excess. Yeah, so when I use it off the roll, it's harder to get it flat. I get like more creases when I do it that way. So this piece is going to be perfect for just going around here. Cover. As long as it looks pretty smooth right there, I'm happy. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover more of the blue. Okay, at this point it wants to just go straight. So then I have to angle it a little bit. And before it reaches the bottom, we're just going to cut. Need one more to go around the bottom. Okay, so that looks super good. So the next thing we're gonna do is the sprinkles. I almost forgot about those tapes. I'll go get my tape. Okay, so these are just some multicolor electrical tape. I bought this on Amazon a really long time ago. I'll link to it down below. And we're just gonna cut out little sprinkles. So however you wanna do it, little dashes. Let's try yellow first, because I know I want yellow for sure. Okay. You could probably also use HTV, or not HTV, but like Cricut vinyl if you have that. Maybe let's cut it lengthwise in half. They're probably 3/4 of an inch. So this, and just cutting off little sprinkle like pieces. Just do a few and then place them on. Kind of sporadically, you know, like angled all different ways. Oh yeah, that's pretty cute. Oh, one thing I forgot is the dripping part. Okay, that's gonna be another challenge. Might need some white too. And this electrical tape isn't as sticky, so you can change it around too if you want later. Yeah, I like how the green kind of like pulls the colors together. Okay, let's work on the drip part so that it looks more like a real ice cream cone. This is gonna be kind of interesting. Maybe something like this, and we're just going to cut drip like pieces. Okay, harder than I thought because of the tape. Tape is so sticky. Oh my gosh, don't get it all stuck on each other. Ideally we want it as smooth as possible. Okay, hopefully that's big enough. Let's put it on. Hey, that's not bad. These are too close together. I gotta cut it, but that looks pretty good, I think, if I do say so myself. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish putting on the sprinkles and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, so I just put on some white sprinkles and I think that looks super good. I'll take a photo of it outside, I guess, but this is what it looks like and super happy. I'm gonna go show my son. My younger son came down here just now and he was like, that's cool. This was super fun to make and can't wait to see what his friends say about it.